Why are you afraid? You thought about this question, right?
I did.
Okay. And why are you afraid of anyone on earth? Period.
I think for me, and
Look into the mic for me.
I think for me, I tend to be not really a people pleaser, but I like pleasantries. I like people to like me. And so it's not that I'm afraid of them per se. I guess I'm afraid of their perception of me. So
Oh,
it's still being afraid. Still being afraid that they're not gonna like me, or they don't like what I'm doing, or they don't like what I'm saying. Now, if you talk about another kind of fear, physical fear, because when I first heard the question, I first thought physical fear. And then I was like, well, I don't know that I'm physically afraid of anyone anymore. So in the present, I'm not physically afraid of someone. I think I have this really weird approach where people are always like, there's crazy people out here. When I first moved to LA, I actually did a little weird like Instagram reel for it because everybody kept telling me to be safe. And I'm like, why does everybody in LA tell me to be safe? I'm like, what am I being safe from? Who am I being safe from?
Right.
And just random people, like people at the grocery store, be like, you know, here's your change, be safe. I'm like, what is going on in LA that I have to be so safe from? But so physically, I'm not afraid of anyone. I feel like everybody's got a little crazy in them. Your crazy might not want to meet my crazy, you know, all that kind of thing. So I'm not really afraid physically, but in the present, in the past I have been. And so I think that if there's violence involved, again, you have to protect yourself.
Right.
And I think that when you kickstart that fear that comes out, it's to survive or it's to protect. But it's weird because that same fear feels the same when I want somebody to like me. So it's really interesting.
And why do you want someone to like you?
I don't know. Because if you think about the opposite of them not liking me, I don't like that. So I guess it's just a matter of the lesser of the two evils. Like, which one's better? For somebody to like you or for somebody to not like you? I feel like it's better for somebody to like you than to not like you.
And why is that?
I don't know now that I think about it. Because I guess maybe you're thinking like you get some perceived benefit from somebody liking you. Like especially if like my boss. If my boss likes me, then when I ask for a day off, it's not a nuisance. It's not a, you know, oh God, here she goes asking for something. You know, but so I think likability gets you further.
Do you think that there's one person on earth that like you?
I hope so. I do. I think I like people.
Do you think there's one person on earth that don't like you?
Sure.
You sure about that?
I think so.
And,
I think so.
And do you think there's one person on earth that like you?
I think so.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
And why do you think that?
I don't know. By their actions.
By their action?
Yes.
Why do you think their actions show you that they like you?
Because they could be doing something that showed me they didn't like me. Like they could be spitting in my face or, you know, cussing at me. They don't do that.
But the person that's pretending that they like you, that's what they're doing. You just don't see the spit, but they're doing it.
Yeah, but
That's why as soon as you disagree with them or they disagree with you, it turns to hate because it's always been that way. They didn't like you in the beginning. They just wanted something from you. Whether it's a kind word or fake friendship or money, they never liked you.
so that means that I'm doing that too.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why it's good to know. That's why I'm encouraging you to work on yourself. When you understand you're doing the same thing, you're going to understand that's what everyone is doing.
Okay. Okay. Does that reduce my ability to be liked? By acknowledging that, then does it become easier to not have to work towards that?
100%.
Okay.
Once you truly see it, you're not going to work toward it at all.
Okay.
You just live. You start to live for the first time in your life.
Okay.
Because as long as you're trying to get someone to like you, you're going to have this image that they hate you, that they don't like you. So now you're trying to be nice and work hard and do things, cook bread to make everybody like you.
Okay.
That make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.